Hey guys, it's Maestro here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypixel Alert. You guys, the last week was another crazy one for Hypixel. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, actually I do, the script is right in front of me, but regardless, you guys, our first story this evening is coming from Squid Kid and Technoblade. You guys know they've had an entire rivalry involving the Potato War, and this week, things are getting official. Now, before we get into that, you guys, I want to really quickly let you know, I do spend a lot of time on these videos. They take a lot of work and effort, so of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date on everything happening in the Hypixel network, then I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'll be your host, Lego Maestro, keeping you informed on everything going on in the Hypixel network. We are almost to 85,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into the news. This week, out of nowhere, Technoblade tweeted out, saying, "I'm a Squid Kid, all or nothing. First to 500 million potatoes wins the potato war once and for all. You win?" And to this, Squid Kid, of course, responded, saying yes. And after this, Technoblade took a picture of it and put it on Twitter, saying, "The die is cast." Now, this was obviously out of nowhere, like nobody saw this coming, but things got way crazier, ladies and gentlemen, when Simon responded saying this: "Winner gets a surprise." And to this, Techno responded saying, "I've drawn up a potential blueprint showing a potato crown, which gives a +1 speed." Now, you guys, I already put it on Twitter. I put my guess down. I think this is for sure a potato rank. Instead of pig rank, he's either going to replace it or have double if Techno wins, or in return, Squid Kid may have potato rank. Like, can you imagine Techno having a custom rank and Squid Kid? Like, that would be crazy. Maybe I'm way off track, you guys. Let me know what you think the special surprise is in the comments below. Like, I have no idea, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. And also, you guys, in your news this week, we have got 2 new admins to the Hypixel network. And these are none other than Paulina Love and Inventive Talent. And unfortunately, you guys, we have not had any tweets from either of them. But regardless, you two, big congratulations. I'm sure you guys are going to do fantastic. I'm personally not too sure what it is they're doing on the network, like whether they're coders or they're staff. I think they're actually coders. But regardless, once again, big congrats. And along with this, Simon actually tweeted out about it, along with some other updates about the network, saying new talented admins joining the team and more interviews happening for the Hypixel network in the coming weeks. We are still sorting thousands of applications. Apologies if it takes a bit of time. The goal is to scale our team to be in a stronger position to deliver a better service to our community with more updates, tools, and support. Skyblock is becoming a large-scale MMO that requires a team of its own, and we are aware many parts of the server could be improved. Because of current limitations, we are not planning on having more than 100,000 slots. We want to focus on improving the quality of our services, updates, anti-cheat, staff, customer support, performances, etc., and we are hiring as many talented people as we need to get to a happy place. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is some really exciting news and also some really sad news. Like, I personally wanted to see the Hypixel network hitting all-time milestones. Like, 100,000 is great, but 120,000, 130, 200,000, I am 100% sure is possible, but I guess we'll never see the day until things improve. But I mean, at the same time, you've got to agree with Hypixel. Skyblock is becoming a really huge game mode these days. They've got to allocate a lot of time and dedication to it. And also, you guys, in huge Skyblock and Hypixel news this week, there was a crazy story that broke across the network, and this story started a day before my last news episode went live, involving the Alpha Hypixel network, the main network, and the auction house. For those that don't know, the Alpha network was doing a bunch of testing. Obviously, everyone was excited to see the new Dungeons gameplay, YouTubers were testing it, and eventually, MVP++s were as well. But there was a glitch that happened between the auction house on the Alpha Hypixel network that could carry over onto the main Hypixel network. So let's say you made an auction of some seeds for 8 trillion coins on the Alpha Hypixel network. Well, on some servers in the Alpha network, there was actually a connection between the two. So if you auctioned something for 8 trillion, you would get the coins in your real Skyblock profile. And it wasn't just the auction house, ladies and gentlemen. The bazaar was also affected. In fact, if you guys remember the last episode of Hypixel Alert, or I'm sorry, 2 episodes ago, where I covered the mind trick span and all kinds of stuff, then you might remember Voxeer. He is none other than the owner of the Splashcore Discord server, which is a very well-known server for those that don't know. And well, ladies and gentlemen, you guessed it, He got banned, posting in his Discord saying at everyone, "I got banned and wiped," showing that he was in fact banned for a year. And so after I saw this, I instantly went to Twitter saying, "Owner of Splashcore banned? I just talked to him a couple of days ago too. What is going on?" And to this, Simon responded, "25 players were caught abusing an auction house / bizarre bug. We quickly wiped and banned them until we have time to investigate one by one tomorrow before any further damage was done." And after this, the person that got banned, Boxier, he made another announcement on his Discord, explaining what happened. As some of you guys might know, there was an exploit that happened on the alpha test server where the bizarre NPC in some lobbies was linked with the main server. I joined one and set up a buy offer for seeds for an extremely high amount. I couldn't tell if it was the main NPC or the alpha one since mods were obtainable on both servers. I set up a buy order for seeds for 500 mil because money on the alpha server literally did not matter because the dungeon NPC gives you an item that you can sell back at any NPC for 1 billion per. But then I saw that my order got filled by a VIP rank, and VIP ranks can't access the alpha server. So I DM'd Dr. the admin about it. The guy that had the sell offer didn't claim anything above what he said his buy offer for, which was 0.6 coins per seed. So me paying extra just removes money from the server, it doesn't transfer it. I went to eat, came back 20 minutes later, and tried logging on to Splash for the donators, and I saw that I was banned for a year and completely wiped. My only alt that is logged on Hypixel isn't banned, so I can't possibly be boosting with it. I messaged Doctor about it again after I saw my ban, and I'm still waiting for a reply. Yikes, I mean obviously a very scary situation for Boxier, and I'm sure for the other players who got false banned out of the situation. And well, going back to my original tweet, someone responded with Boxier's post, and to this, Simon responded, saying, "Yeah, he's getting unbanned as soon as we're done." And as you guys can imagine, Boxier was very happy about this, and I mean, I've gotta say, good stuff there on Simon's part. Obviously, as you guys can tell once again, Simon and the admins, they do care about those false bans. And along with this, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, there were some forum posts made about this entire situation. One of these posts came from a user known as Shivan, making a post titled, "Co-op getting wiped, false ban, and false wipe." And he basically went into detail explaining everything that happened, and well to this, Simon responded, saying, "We quickly banned and temp wiped profiles abusing the situation. We will review all cases. There are only about 30 profiles to review, and we'll take into account where people just didn't know or actually abused with bad intent." And well, on this post, a player left a message saying, "Someone is going to get an earful over this issue if they haven't already. This should have been tested before too many MVP++s got on, since it's easier to monitor lower level staff and YouTubers since they have way more to lose for violations of terms and such. Lesson learned, and hopefully this won't happen again with any other item on the server and all get settled down, plus people can resume playing that didn't abuse. Note, before setting up too many items shared between servers, always test and cross-reference code to make sure nothing is shared between them. I have seen threads about giving Midas and level 100 dragon pets, so I have possible feelings that they may be linked in one way or another. Thanks for the hard work and for getting this caught and issuing appropriate actions. Times like these can forever change the economy, which is part of the reason why I think there should be a reset upon release of the game due to many exploiters with veteran currency as a thank you for testing the game so people don't completely lose it." And well, to this post, Simon responded, saying, "This is the problem. This has been tested for months, but only a bigger test allowed for this to happen. Super complex issue, caused by a ton of circumstances that all lined up perfectly together for a perfect storm. In fact, this is my fault in the end, because I didn't want to disappoint players and pushed our devs to add more servers from the main server as an emergency measure to allow more players in. But these servers had an issue with their IP still being tied to the backend of the bazaar / auction house of main network for a few seconds. We caught it in time, but still. You have no idea how frustrated, exhausted, and annoyed I am right now with the whole situation. The team worked so hard on this for months, and now people are talking about this issue involving 17 players that were all banned and wiped instead of talking about the alpha testing and how it's going. Really frustrated." And in fact, Simon went even more into detail on this on Twitter, but you know, there's just a lot to go into here. I mean, you guys can see where Simon's coming from. He and the admin team has spent a super long period of time working on Skyblock and dungeons and making sure everything is perfect. But I'm sure, as Simon has realized by now, and probably has realized over the entire course of his career, it is a lot easier to talk about what went wrong with something rather than what did good. Like, let's say you're in a Discord call with your friends, and it's like, yeah, the Dungeons update's cool and all, but did you hear about that glitch? I mean, these people got banned. Anyway, sorry to get into that, but that's the moral of the story. And going back to the glitch, YouTuber RageTrain was also caught in the ban wave, making a video on it titled, "I was banned from Hypixel for profile boosting." In the video, he he explains that he was of course one of the innocent people who got false banned, and also notes that all players who were false banned were now unbanned. And this video came out a couple of days after the glitch went live, so it only took Hypixel and the staff team 2 days to go through 17 cases. Like, honestly, good stuff. You guys, the news was getting so juicy, I had to get a snack here. I got some yogurt, but we've got some milestones to get into, so let's get into them. This week, Omicron tweeted out, half 100,000 people have nothing else going on in their life. But for real, thank you guys. This is phenomenal, showing that he hit 50,000 subscribers. Man, this is good yogurt. And along with him, Estella tweeted out, this feels like a dream, what the frick. Thank you all so much, showing that she hit 100,000 subscribers. Aw, big congratulations, you two. Well deserved. And along with them, this week Zyphalopagus tweeted out, saying thanks for the insane support, everyone. We're almost to the big 100K, showing that he hit 90,000 subscribers. And lastly, in your milestones this week, upcoming Hypixel channel Hellcastle and Furry E-Boy hit 30,000 subscribers, and yes, that is their name. And well, they posted in the community tab, so there we have it. 30,000 people have decided they like us so much that they wanted to see more of us. That's really heartwarming. We have already applied to get YouTube rank, but whether we both get it is really unsure. We've been confident that we both get it, but the anxiety of it all has kind of set in, and we aren't really comparable to other duo channels like Jerry and Harry because we both don't talk, even if we are both heavily involved in the creative process. Oh, and if Lego Maestro's reading this, oh, I don't think so. I am definitely not reading that. This is by far the most fascinating case I have had so far. And that is because this is a question that really has never been brought up on the Hypixel network. What if there's two people that own a channel with 30,000 subscribers? Like, I get it if you're Black Plasma Studios and you have 1 million subscribers, everyone involved could have YouTube rank and there's no issues. But what if it's one channel with 30K? Could 2 or more people still get the rank from one channel? That's the question. And also in your news this week, our next story is coming from Doctor, and this week he tweeted out about the Alpha Hypixel network, saying coming soon to an alpha server near you, showing a wardrobe slot that requires VIP+. And he responded to this, saying this will let you store your armor sets and quickly swap between them. Like, dude, I hardly play Skyblock, but this is such a hype update. Like, dang. Great stuff, Doctor. I don't know whose idea it was to fix this, but whoever you are, you deserve a raise. And also in the Hypixel news this week, we have got 2 final stories to end off the news, and I saved some of the best for last. You guys, I had a lot of people dying for me to cover it. This week, the Rebel Guild on the Hypixel network hit guild level 100. In fact, here's a screenshot you can see taken from the main lobby of the celebration that went down. For those that don't know, Rebel is currently the #1 guild on the Hypixel network, and I've gotta say, you guys, well deserved. Big congratulations. And lastly, you guys, I can't believe I'm covering this. You guys remember the last episode of Hypixel Alerts, the guy named Lifelong who has a monopoly with hotels on the Sky Wars leaderboards. Ladies and gentlemen, this week he hit another one. He tweeted out saying 100 star in Sky Wars, showing that he is in fact 100 stars. I mean, this guy is crazy. Like, I'm gonna cover next week, he just topped the Bed Wars leaderboards. Like, this guy, dude, from what I can see, there's no special perk or reward for hitting level 100, but I guess all that I can say is congratulations, dude, once again. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for the news this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Before I end off, you guys, I wanted to let you know the join button now has a couple more features, because if you are a 2-month subscriber to the Hypixel Alert channel, I am personally giving you a free friend request on the Hypixel network. And also, we do hangouts twice a month on Discord and on Hypixel. It's pretty good stuff. It's only $5 a month if you're interested in that. But with that, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's currently 3 in the morning, believe it or not. Guys, have a blessed day, and with this, Hypixel Alerts, now over 84.3 thousand subscribers. And I will see you next time.